Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports. Join SESN for an unmatched sports experience. Dive into the world of game highlights, real-time updates, and electrifying coverage. With SESN, you're not just watching sports, you're living them. Be the first to know, the first to see, and the first to share every big moment. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Turn it up. We going big. Throw it down. We gonna really live. Let's go all out. Let's go all out. You know it's gonna get loud. 'Cause we getting down.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at SESNsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
They have to score here. We're getting underway for it. Heavy and a walk-off home run. Here's a shot to the right side. This is shaping up to be a strike right side too.
Welcome inside of East Hamilton High School. Here in the gym tonight, the number 6 team in the nation, Bradley Central High School Bears, taking on the East Hamilton High School Hurricanes. They've only lost one game all season long. Montverde in Florida just dropped that one. Otherwise, they are unblemished, perfect 19-1 record this season. they've held 14 opponents to under 40 points. But if there was a local team that was going to create some noise, going to create some trouble for the Bears, it's the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. They're having one of the best seasons in recent memory. They've been very efficient, very effective this year, 12-8 overall record, and they've been especially good at home and of late. 7-2 inside of this gym this year, as well as 4 wins in a row. They've been really good. They're looking to take advantage of a worn-out team that played some of the best competition in America in Florida in the Bearettes and see if they can create a miraculous upset at home tonight. It would be huge, and it would really tilt the region their direction as well. In district play, this is a big matchup, and a lot of talent on the floor between these two programs. So many different players to keep an eye on. Only one senior on this roster for East Hamilton High School. Ariana Calhoun has been a contributor for so long. LeBou is the senior, and she's been a contributor all 4 years playing for this prep basketball squad. On the other side, Bradley Central has insurmountable talent, at least on paper they do. Kamora Fields being recruited by Sean Poppy, the former UT Chattanooga head coach over at Clemson, being recruited by Mississippi State. We've heard she's talked to Georgia. She's a 1,000-point scorer for this program and only a junior. In fact, there are 4,000-point scorers on this Bradley Central High School roster. That's why they are number 6 in the nation. And I send you now to Mr. Eller down on the floor, our public address announcer, who will run you through the starting lineup and more.
Girls, parents, families, and friends, on behalf of Principal Brent Eller, athletic directors Keith Booker, and Eric Mountain, and head basketball coach Eric Baird, welcome to East Hamilton High School for tonight's matchup between the Bradley Central Bearettes and your East Hamilton Lady Hurricanes. This contest is being played according to the rules of the NCAA. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of high school athletics. Fans can help promote good sportsmanship by refraining from derogatory remarks or cheers directed at players, coaches, and officials. TSSAA hopes you'll enjoy this contest and support your athletes in your high school in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. And now, introducing the starting lineups. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, wearing the black shorts, black jerseys with the gold rules and trim, they are the Bradley Central Bearettes. Number 0, Kamora Fields. Number 2, Avery Brewer. Number 11, Harmony Ware. Number 20, Malia Wilcox. And number 21, Tatiana Snowball. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, wearing all white. The white shorts, the white jerseys with green numerals trimmed in black. They are the East Hamilton Lady Hurricanes. Number 10, Alexis Bryce. Number 12, Kaylee Hilbert. Number 21, Kirby Eller. Number 23, Ari Calhoun. And number 32, Natalia LaBoon.
That's your starting lineup, and we're ready to go between the 19-1 Bradley Bears and the 12-8 East Hamilton High School Hurricanes. Hi, everyone. Welcome inside of the gym and on top of Hurricane Hill. I'm Gabriel Schrei. We're glad you're with us for the ride. For the opening tip, Stovall for the Bears. For the Hurricanes, it's Hilvers. Bradley Central wins the opening tip, and they'll work with the ball first. Down just beyond the circle and the perimeter, Bradley Central. Nice toss to the corner. Back inside from mid-post this goes. Automatic for Kamora Fields. This is why she's so well regarded as a recruit and a hot topic on the recruiting trail with so many Division I coaches. She's automatic down inside. East Hamilton will maintain possession and throw the ball back in. The 5 on the floor, Price, Hilvers, Eller, Calhoun, and LeBou rounding out the starters. Bradley Central has her trapped and the ball was taken away. The Bears streaking down the floor, backdoor pass. This nearly goes, but East Hamilton gets a hold of it and a jump ball under the basket. Hot start for Bradley Central. 44 seconds off the clock, it's 2-0. Long feed over the top. Hurricanes are going to have to find a way to rope passes up the floor in the face of immense pressure. I mentioned it during the pregame, but one of the best teams in America defensively at the high school level. Less than 40 points allowed in over a dozen contests this season. Scramble for the ball. This one is loose and rolls over the baseline. Bradley Central's Bears will take back over. The 5 on the floor for Bradley Central. Avery Brewer, one of the very best, already signed with the SoCon school in Sanford. A 1,000-point scorer in her career for Bradley Central High. Wide open look up the floor and one. She's jostled and kisses it home off of the glass. With Brewer on the floor, a really good look. Harmony Ware, Tatiana Stovall, Kimura Fields. The official sending Labou down the floor. And Malia Wilcox rounding out the 5 for Bradley Central. She has it taken away, stolen right out of her hands, and it bounces twice before dropping into the twine. East Hamilton struggling just 70 seconds into this, it's 6-0. This is a team that can explode and score from anywhere on the floor at any time. Bradley Central, 19-1 overall, 2-0 in district play, no surprise. Their lone loss of the season back on the 17th of this month, just days ago against Montverde Academy. The final of that 80-59. Off the mark, Bradley Central has scored an astonishing 1,466 points entering the night. Make it 14-74 with that. 8-0 in Ottawa, Tennessee. Bradley Central has not one but 2 local radio groups that follow them and broadcast every game. 96.9 Alive, John Rodriguez and his son. They go to every game. They do both the girls and the boys. They traveled to Florida with the team. Really impressive stuff. In fact, this is one of the only high school programs I've run across in 10 years of doing this that has an SID on staff. 9-0 the score at East Hamilton High School. 6:26 to play in our first period. back at East Hamilton High School. 34-7 as we're about to enter our second period of action between the Bears of Bradley Central and East Hamilton High School. And Bradley Central, at least the eye test for me, is as promised, as advertised. You know, they've been commanding, dominant, one of the best teams in high school basketball in America for years, but ranked at number 6 in the latest Max Preps poll. That's a big name to live up to. They're as advertised. This is an incredible program, a group of athletes that are going to play very well at the next level, and starting it all right here in Cleveland, Tennessee, local to our region. 36-7. Looking to make it a 30-point advantage for the Bears. At the line, deadly from three-point range is Harmony Ware. And the 1,000-point scorer can't knock down the third. Looking for that old-fashioned three. A violation along the baseline. And so right back to the stripe.
Kaylee Hilbers, her second foul. Team second.
Hilvers is hit with a foul. The first goes at the line. Addie Guerin gets both. Very efficient. Bears ready to play that press again. Price in trouble. Some space for Aller. Goes back across to LeBeau. East Hamilton way out to the front court, taking their time. Calhoun in danger on the double team, tries to split it. Nice whip of the ball over to Eller. From the perimeter, wants the three and can't get it to clatter home. Good outlet pass. Bradley Central, a lot of space. Price is jostled. Stays with it, and now from the straightaway, Guerin contested, can't knock it down. Bears will get another opportunity to work with a rock. Drives to the low paint, and now from the right wing, Bradley Central knocks it down. Wide open chance, Addie Guerin buries that from range. It's 41-7. Two really good coaching staffs, really good programs. Eric Baird leading the bench for East Hamilton High School. He's assisted by Rachel Pell, Haley Abernathy. We'll meet the coaching staff of Bradley Central when we return in just a moment from East Hamilton High. It's 43-7 with 6.5 to go in our second period. This first half has been all Bradley Central. What an entry pass, and that's really just exactly what you expect out of the Bears. The ball is floated to where all four players can get a hand on it. Two Hurricanes, too. Mora is powerful. Fields just hauls that in like a wide receiver pulling in a ball in the NFL. Hilvers gets the three ball to go. 2 digits on the board for East Hamilton. Bradley Central will run the floor. Push to the corner. Guerin doesn't like it. Entry pass, Harmony Ware goes to work in the low paint and kisses it home off of the glass. 47-10. Bradley Central is on fire on the road. They've played 9 road games this season, 3 neutral site games. As we'll get a quick look back at that 3-ball buried by Kaylee Hilvers. A really good look for East Hamilton. Back underway. Bradley Central. Ball is kicked. Official caught that right away. .37 advantage for Bradley Central. Abby White to the straightaway and Ware off of the entry pass. Can't knock it down. East Hamilton to run the floor. Hilvers, who just knocked down a nice three, stopped on the edge of the block. Eller tries Price, who's defended by Guerin. Shakes her for a moment and drives her way onto the edge of the paint where she catches the violation. That's another thing. There's so many things when you deal with a team that's this talented you can point at and say, wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's incredible. Wow, this high school program does this so well. They're disciplined. At the high school level, to have a collection of athletes that's this talented and this disciplined, that's the only way your typical program is going to be able to compete with Bradley Central High School and what Jason Reuter, the head coach, has built over the last decade. That's the only way you can keep pace is through violations, going to the line, being efficient. But if they don't send you to the line, how do you keep pace? East Hamilton gets one, 47-11. Nearly halfway through our second period. From the corner, 3-ball, too much. Osborne couldn't knock it down. Alexis Bryce suffering the double team and the jump ball called for alongside the scorer's table. Adam Belford is basically center screen for you right now with a silver laptop. He is the sports information director of this high school basketball program. Covers all sports for Bradley Central. Excellent guy. 4:45 to go in our second period. Bradley Central kicked it to the corner, and now the intercept by Hilvers. She gets the steal with a nice play, and LeBeau, an outlet pass, tipped by Eller and taken back by Guerin. Bradley Central, a lot of room, 3-on-1 scoring chance. She'll take it herself and bury it off the glass. 49 for the Bears of Bradley. 4:20 to play in our first half. From the front of the scorer's table, Hilvers to LeBeau. A long 2-ball, but it's too much. Looking to break 50. Bears, a long 2 of their own, and Hilvers gets the rebound. Bryce, over the timeline and onto the elbow. She's double-teamed. Somehow gets that away to Eller just in time, and Calhoun will take over. Look at her work with the orange. Tries to drive inside and pull off the floater. Comes up short, but she does draw the violation. Well, I talked a little bit about the coaching staff of East Hamilton, and Eric Baird has led this program to one of their best seasons in recent memory. They've been really good this year, 12-8 overall. They've been great at home, 7-2, 4 wins in a row. And I'll get more into it later, but this last stretch of weeks, their last 10 weeks, 10 games, have been the best stretch of their season. They're heating up as the year goes on. Bradley has been good for so long, and it's thanks to the leadership of Jason Reuter, the head coach, and he's assisted by Keith Freeman, who does such a nice job. Obviously, Adam Belford, who I've mentioned, and Amy Tinsley does an excellent job as well. Bears the handoff. White. From the wing, yes, this one rustles the twine for Bradley Central High School. Put a 50-burger on the board. It's 52-11 with 3:20 to play in our first half. Calhoun trying to get over the midcourt stripe, turns the ball over. Bears back to work. Bradley Central averaging over 73 points per game. They've recorded double-digit wins in 18 of their 19 wins. That's unreal. Almost every single game has been a double-digit victory for this program. 3:07 to go in our first half with a violation.
Technical foul against East Hamilton.
The Walter State signee to the charity stripe. Bradley Central is like a runaway train. You can't let them get going down the hill because once those carts are off and running, there's no hitting the brakes. if they didn't score again in this first half, on pace to score 104. At the end of the first period, on pace to score 134 in tonight's game. Bears from the circle. A couple of quick handoffs. Had some space. Instead, the entry pass and the patience doesn't pay off as the Canes come away with it. East Hamilton. Hilvers off and running, stopped on the sideline in front of the Bradley bench. Ball loose and the collision enough for the official to sound the whistle. Bradley Central ranked number 6 in America in the latest Max Preps poll, 19-1-0. They trail Bishop McNamara, Mater Dei, Hebron Christian, Morris Catholic, and Ontario Christian. The Hebron Lions, Dalton, Georgia. Quick handoff to Hilvers. Back out to the midcourt stripe. Eller somehow got that to Price, and another violation against Wilcox.
Bradley foul on Malia Wilcox, her second, team fourth.
Price trying to slip Wilcox. From the edge of the block, it's short. Bradley. From the offensive end, the pass to the baseline is sent off by Hilvers. Getting scrappy appears to be working for East Hamilton. It's slowed down the production of Bradley Central. Bears. Ware. Entry pass off the mark. It stays in place somehow, but the whistle. Awkward moment as East Hamilton High School will take back over with the ball. Ariana. An outlet pass to Price. Alexis to the baseline where she's got Eller. Fed into the paint from the mid-post. Calhoun somehow fights her way through the double team. Ball's loose on the baseline where the Bears clean it up off of the glass. Their window work tonight, fantastic. Back door, wide open. Harmony for three, it's short. East Hamilton one-on-one scoring chance for Hilvers, who can't put it in off the glass, and the violation. 94 seconds left to play in this first half from East Hamilton High School in Ottawa. If you're just joining us, glad you're along for the ride. Hope you're having fun. I'm Gabriel Schrei, bringing you the full game tonight. It's prep basketball. The number 6 in the nation, Bradley Central High School Bears, and the East Hamilton High School Hurricanes. And so far, Bradley Central insurmountable, a real display of their talent. East Hamilton just trying to get some of the positive things right against an opponent that's been so successful. Walking around the gym before the game, talking to some of the media, some of the officials. The comments are wild. Just give them the trophy. They get the golden ball. They're going to walk to another state championship. And looking at Reuter in this program tonight, I can see why people are saying that. Timeout on the floor with 92 seconds to go in our first half, where we'll take a break. It's 52-11, Bradley Central High. Back in Ottawa, Tennessee, where it's all Bears in this first half. Bradley Central has a few notable wins. Bounce-back victory over Central Point Christian, 79-50 last week. Their largest win of the season, an overwhelming victory against local Howard Tech and the Tigers, 104-11 the final. On the wing, This is the tallest player on the program roster, 6'2", Stovall. Hands it off, and from mid-range, this one clatters and won't drop. Helvers catches the whistle on the play. When I talked to the coaches, I was pleasantly surprised to hear that Sean Poppy was recruiting Kimora Fields. Can't wait to see her. I'd love to see her go sign at Clemson and play there. Sounds like she has a lot of options, is hearing from all the power schools and local conferences. Clatters won't drop, rolled off the side of the iron for Hilvers. Kaylee Hilvers, averaging over a dozen points per game this season. Hilvers knocks that down. A dozen on the board for the Hurricanes. Bradley Central playing the long ball down the floor to Guerin, who puts it home off of the glass. 60 seconds to go in our first half. 54-12, Bradley Central. This Bradley Central Bear program playing a true national schedule, and that's so unusual to see for a public high school. Floater, no, from mid-range. Guerin, outlet pass, a lot of room to work with for Harmony Ware. Across the block to the back door, and the violation. Too much for the liking of our official from just in front of the Hurricane bench. Looks like we'll see Tatiana Stovall go to the line. The tallest player on the roster, 6'2", 1,000-point scorer in her playing time with Bradley Central, and she's already signed to play at the next level with Kennesaw State, the Owls. Kennesaw State doing a lot of really incredible things with their athletic programs. They're just north of Atlanta, Georgia, if you're not familiar. The Owls are the smallest stadium in FBS now after making the jump. 9,000 seating capacity. UT Chattanooga actually has twice that, and they're an FCS school, 20,000. Great outlet pass down to the wing. Back across, wide open chance. Bradley Central knocks down the three ball. 57-12. Inside of 20 seconds to go in our first half. Price tries to shank the defender and fights her way along the block. The hook shot won't go. Bears, 3 seconds. 2, 1. She pulls up from midcourt and can't bury the three ball, but that was awfully close. 57-12. It's all Bradley Central High School in Ottawa. They're looking great. We'll break for the half and be back with more prep basketball action in just a moment from Hurricane Hill. Central Bears 57-12. They're on pace to score 114 points in this game. Somehow East Hamilton has to find a way to take some positives out of this, and I think that we'll see some changes to the Bradley Central rotation. Their largest win of the season was a 104-11 point victory over the Tigers of Howard Tech. They're a school in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee. Somehow East Hamilton has to find a way to put together some positives and carry them on down the road and home with them and feel good about tonight's game. You know, you feel good about that test because it is the number 6 team in the country. Anytime you can play a team with that level of talent, test your mettle against them, get some tape. If you want to play college ball, hey, this is how I did against Kimora, and she's signed to play at, you name the school, power school, SEC school, Clemson, whatever that might be. That's a way back near the circles. On the edge of the Hurricane logo, she steps up. LeBeau the give. 3 ball from the parking lot, can't get it. Stovall add another rebound for her. Tatiana, really good rebounding in that first half of play. She was racking them up. Her glasswork included 3. Now up to 4 rebounds in this game. Stovall's most impressive stat to me, 4 steals in that first half, and not only that, 17 first half points. Ware knocks that down. Harmony for 59, yes. She gets both at the stripe. Ware good for 19 points in the outing. East Hamilton High School. Price walking the floor. Distributes. Calhoun fights her way to the baseline and tries the floater, which rolls over the top. Bradley Central, long outlet feed down the floor. Lots of space and time for Kimora Fields, who's got 21 points in tonight's game. Calhoun gives it. Price, one at the elbow. Great looking feed through traffic, but can't connect. After the steal, this one's stolen right back. Hilvers takes it out of the air and fires a long shot down the floor. Driving inside from mid-range, and what a floater that is for Ariana Calhoun. That gets the Hurricane bench fired up. 61-14 in Ottawa. Wanted the wing shot. Ware back outside. Harmony to the straightaway. And Kimora takes the extra step and turns it over. Kimora Fields up to 21 points in tonight's outing for Bradley Central High School. Only a couple players trailing her on the stat sheet. Harmony Ware. Addie Guerin right behind her with 9. Gaines. Hilvers gives it off to Price. Ariana to the elbow, spins and fires, and this one off the mark, but regathered by Hilvers. East Hamilton another chance to work with the orange before it's set off by Bradley Central. Great defensive effort. And so Guerin will put it back onto the floor and put us back underway in Ottawa. Halfway through our third period. Straight away, 3 ball, no. Bears onto the floor. From the wing, entry pass, low post, it clatters off the side of the iron. And tied up looking for that jump ball, she'll get it as Stovall takes it away from Hilvers. East Hamilton back to work on the offensive end of the floor, led by Price. Alexis to Hilvers. Tries LeBeau, and it's poked away by Fields, but East Hamilton regathers. As she shovels that back door, she's sent to the floor hard in the violation.
Bradley foul for Kimora Fields. That'll be her first, team first.
Bradley Central fighting East Hamilton for the ball.
Good hustle, Kaylee.
Foul, Kaylee.
And the scrap turns the ball back over to Bradley. Timeout on the floor. 4:48 to play in our third. 61-14, Bradley Central. back in Ottawa between the Hurricanes and Bradley Central High School. You can see the Bears making their way back onto the floor. They are fully in command, 61-14. We're just over halfway through our third period between these two. Glad you're with us tonight. Gabriel Shrine, we've got prep basketball coming to you live from Hurricane Hill. Really enjoying this outing. A great matchup between these two. And you can see what all the hype is for this program. Bradley Central has been so good for so long. Stolen away by the Bears. Fields will run the floor, but she's in trouble as LeBeau stops her up off of the shoe of LeBeau in the call. Take another look back at what happened, a little scrap. And that results in the movement of the possession arrow. Mid-range, yes. Easy long two, knocked down by Ware. Give her two more. She's crushing it. 19 points in tonight's outing. Long ball floated over the top. East Hamilton does stay with it. This one turned over. 3:39 to play in our third. 63-14. Bradley Central rolling, looking like the number 6 team in America. And they can do no wrong in Ottawa. Pretty short drive down from South Cleveland here to Ottawa. We're just down Ottawa Ringgold Road near the Georgia border. As Garrett buries the three ball from the straightaway. My goodness. Unlimited range. She hit that from the back end of the parking lot. Good for a dozen points on the night. Guerin, give her a steal. Floated it across to Osborne. From the corner, Bradley Central knocks it down, rustling the twine again. Back-to-back three balls. 69-14. Inside of 3 to play in our third as this one is blocked. Stovall picks up the stat. Where? Off the glass, no. Put back, no. East Hamilton has the ball on the baseline. Somehow Eller got that to Hilvers, and now Price is off and running over the midcourt stripe down through the perimeter. She'll stop and retreat to the wing. Needing some help, shoveled to Eller. Entry pass to LeBeau. She backs her down, but a little too much pushing and shoving for the liking of our officiating crew. They're going to send that ball the other way. Abby White to do the honors.
Offensive foul against the team. That'll be her fourth. Team fourth.
Bradley Central. Just beyond the Hurricane logo, handing it off on the perimeter. Bears rotating onto the elbow. Space as she knifes her way down into the low paint and is just off of the mark. East Hamilton will return to the other end of the floor. From the front court, Calhoun picking her way carefully down the boardwalk. Works it across her body and tries the floater. It's off the mark. She hit a nice one earlier in this third period. Somehow, Bradley Central fights that through traffic. Long roping passes down to the baseline and the violation. India picks that up. Adams too much to the liking of the official down there. 1:42 to play in our third. Really an explosive performance by Bradley Central. They've been able to do no wrong on the road tonight. A very short road trip after playing so long on the road, a couple of 45-minute drives. They had to play in a tournament in Florida. A tall order for a high school program. We've got some really good local basketball. Hamilton Heights, a great example. Private academy. Some of their boys have gone on to play at some of the biggest and best. Collegius Alexander in the NBA. Victor Mikic getting some minutes at Florida for the Gators this season. From the baseline, East Hamilton. Nice entry pass to Calhoun, who fights it in off the glass. 71-16. Bears to respond with great pace. Down inside off the glass. This one clatters and goes. Bradley Central is just unstoppable. Jada Francis, the latest scorer. I would be surprised if we saw the starting five of Bradley Central again tonight. As Calhoun spins her way through traffic, and that pivot foot able to get the violation. If we don't see them again, Kamora Fields will finish with 21, only playing about 2.5 quarters. Harmony Ware will finish 19, 4 steals in that first half alone. Also only played about 2.5 quarters. She's signed with Arkansas. Stovall is off the floor. Committed to Kennesaw. Looked good on the glass tonight. Inside of 1 minute in this first half. Great feed out front and a wide open look for Jada Francis. Right up an assist for Addie Guerin, who's got a dozen. One half of a minute to play in our third. East Hamilton to cut into that big lead, but it's off the mark for Calhoun. Osborne somehow fend that down the floor. Back out front to the wing, and the three ball is too much. Came off of the heel of the iron, and now the violation along the baseline.
There's a foul. Kirk Miller, East Hamilton, first, second.
These are two really good basketball towns. You look around America, you look at all the high school and prep gymnasiums you see, and I think that if you made a list and said, hey, where do you fall? Are you in the top 10% of schools, the top 5%? These are top 5% schools right here. This is a couple of really good programs and communities that really love their prep basketball, and it's fun to come out every night and see this. Packed gymnasiums, big houses, big seating. Bradley Central's a wild environment. Usually a couple thousand on hand for those. Great feed to the wing and a wide open look for the Bears, who can't knock it down. Bradley tries to put it back. Rattles, rolls, goes into the twine. 77-17. And that will do it for our third period of action, as it's all Bears of Bradley Central High School in command, in control, and rolling to a finish on the road in Ottawa, Tennessee tonight. Back in Ottawa, Tennessee, 78-17. 8 minutes left to go between the Bears and the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. And East Hamilton trying to test their mettle tonight, trying to walk away with some positives against such a tough matchup in the number 6 in the nation, Bradley Central High School Bears. And for this fourth and final period of our first matchup of the night, and for our entire second matchup of the night, Andy Webb will be joining me here in the press box for this one. Andy, glad to have you along for the ride.
Hey, Gabriel, thanks for letting me come along tonight. I'm excited about being back with the best call in town here.
I don't know about that. I'm Gabriel Fry. Glad you're with us. 78-17 as we enter this final period. Welcome inside of the gym. Bears working it around. Tried the wing, and now from the straightaway, and Jada draws the violation from LeBou.
Yeah, it's a hard drive there, straight down the lane, getting to the free throw line late in the fourth here.
Andy, you've coached so much basketball. You've been around the sport your entire life and widely regarded as one of the best coaches in the region. Tell me about the philosophy. You know, you're trailing big, but it's to a program that's literally one of the very best you're ever going to see in American prep basketball. How does that make you feel, and what do you try to do? Am I right in saying as a coach you're just trying to take some positives away?
Yeah, well, thank you, Gabe. But, you know, I think at this point, I mean, Bradley, as you said, #1 in the state by a mile, their girls program is. And I think at this point, you're exactly right, Gabriel. I think you run your kids. I think you keep your rotation and you compete. And that's in the timeouts and these situations. I think that's the message I've always wanted to give. You have to really compete, and you just try to set small goals, right? Maybe win a quarter, maybe win a 2-minute segment before a timeout.
79-17, 1 minute on in this final period. East Hamilton will take back over with the ball. This is Price running the floor as she gets across the front court. Hilvers tries to the entry pass and the intercept by Abby White. The level of depth to this roster, look at the passing clinic that Bradley Central is putting on, but Hilvers busted up with a nice steal out of the air. Blown tire fighting for the orange. Nice feed to Calhoun, who goes to work and clatters it in off the glass down low.
Well, that's a great, strong move at the hoop.
Calhoun's been a really good presence down inside and just for this entire roster for years.
She sure has. She plays a lot bigger than she is.
Bradley Central tries that over the top and stolen, picked out of the air by Sia. Price over the midcourt stripe. Stopped at the perimeter, and Alexis is going to give the Hurricanes time to set up.
You see East Hamilton's running a little bit of flex action here. They've got the baseline screen to the pin down screen, trying to get a little open space in the lane.
Long outlet feed up the floor. Bradley Central bears off the glass, trying to clean it up, and it clatters out again. They're going to have a third opportunity with a rock, but East Hamilton able to steal it away.
I'll tell you, Gabriel, that's really impressive. I mean, you see Bradley, they're up big here in the fourth, but just the effort they're giving off the bench there. As you said, chase down the rebound on the break, and it's good to see both teams still competing, but up this margin, that's pretty impressive.
Francis. Blown tire regathers and puts it home with a little kiss off the glass. 81-19 with 5:10 to play. East Hamilton will run the floor. You know, it's so unusual to see a bench this strong. Is it inappropriate to say this bench is stronger than some programs? Is that an inappropriate thing to say?
I don't think so. I think you're right on cue with that one.
It feels like those stories you hear about guys who got a scholarship offer when they were JV. Off the glass, can't get it. Bradley Central picks it up on the baseline, and they're back to work. Look at the passing. What kind of drills do you have to run to have that level of I mean, that's insane.
They're really doing a great job of kicking ahead and running the floor. And like I said, I'm most impressive. You know, you run these drills in practice where the ball touches the ground, different Laker drill, Raleigh drill. There's a lot of different ones, but the effort and the way Bradley Barretts are still running the floor is impressive. And, you know, East Hamilton, I mean, you know, I'll give it to them too for staying, you know, continue to compete, you know, and you've got a fresh group coming off the bench here, but the way Bradley's still running the floor and hungry for more, that's they have to be setting goals themselves up that much, right?
83-19, East Hamilton. LeBou in the corner, tried to shovel that out front of the violation. And so a break on the floor, 3:52 to play in this final period. What are some of those benchmarks for these two programs? I mean, if you're Reuter, if you're Baird, what are you saying on the bench in a situation like this, and are you just looking forward?
I think so. I think Coach Reuter, again, just as you said, Gabriel, I think he's probably setting goals with this group, because the biggest thing when you sub that third five out or sub them into the game, I think the biggest message is you have to play and keep this lead. You have to keep this effort mainly. And if you don't, he'll pull them right back out. So I think he's coaching the players, as Nick Saban used to say, that are going to decide your future next year right now. And then I think for Coach Baird, building a program here, you're playing the best. And I think these are the games that you got nothing to lose. They're fun. You just keep swinging. I think you've got to continue to give effort for both teams.
East Hamilton from mid-range, and the J can't be knocked down. Bears through midcourt. She walks it over the wing. Stopped up wide open from a step beyond the perimeter. Can't knock it down, and the putback is off the mark. A third chance as she draws the violation.
I'll tell you, Gabriel, the ball movement and the shooting has been so impressive this second half for the Bradley Bearettes.
And she completes the old-fashioned three. Francis knocks it down. It's 86-19 with 3.5 to go. I think one crazy visual, look at every game they've won is green. Only one loss. It's a wild visual.
And the loss to Montverde Academy, where Cooper Flagg, #1 player in the country last year, was at for the boys. And I imagine one of the top, if not the #1 program in the country. I was talking to the athletic director for Bradley, Jackson, and he was just telling me that Bradley lost that game, I think, by 21 points to the #1 team in the country, Montverde. So they're locked and loaded, and just a roster full of seniors, as you see there. It's scary.
It's wild to see that team is not in the top 25 in the girls' Max Preps basketball poll.
It really is surprising. It really is surprising.
Hebron Christian is another Georgia-based program, and their soccer program, boys team, went to the state championship last year. I was there with the NFHS network, and that was one of the top teams in the country in boys soccer. So they've got two of the very best programs. Think about how hard that is to do. And it's not even one gender, it's both genders. They're some of the best in America. 2:20 to play in the final period. Off to the races go the Bears, and a kiss off the glass puts it home. 90-19. Cooking with gas, Webb.
Oh my gosh, this is, I'll tell you, when your young kids come in and compete like this is a coach's dream. Like see East Hamilton just work inside for a quality shot here.
India shoveled that out front. It's taken by Reimer. A long fade down the floor, and the outlet pass draws the violation for Libby Stewart. I spoke a lot during that first half about some of the players being recruited and their ceiling. Kimora Fields, I was told by Reuter, getting calls from all kinds of power programs. People in the media told me she's getting calls from SEC programs, Miss State, maybe Georgia, I'm not sure. Don't want to say anything that's not, kosher to say. Clemson, I've heard, is calling her, and I think you and I are both a big fan of Clemson just because Sean Poppy made the transition from UT Chattanooga over there.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a great coach.
Hannah Cohn was wild that first half of that season last year for the Birds, the Mocs. She was the best three-point shooter in the country. At one point, I covered the Mississippi State Chattanooga game. I think she was shooting like 60% from beyond the arc for like 8 or 9 games straight. It was wild.
It's insane. I mean, the shooting at each level has just it's increased so much. I mean, over the last 5-10 years, Gabriel, it's almost video game shooting at the next level in college right now.
Well, it really is. And you used to give a guy the green light for shooting, 28, 29% from beyond the arc. And we're seeing players at the college level in all 4 tiers, in the NAIA at all 3 levels, NCAA, they're shooting 40% from three-point range.
Sure, yeah.
And then you throw a Hannah Cohn in there who shoots 60% for half the season. Calm down.
So video game numbers.
3 ball off the mark, East Hamilton. One last chance to work with the Orange. 11 seconds to go. It's 90-19. East Hamilton going to be looking forward, as will the Bears of Bradley Central. The Canes, after tonight, will play host to Baylor. That's coming up tomorrow. And on the 28th, they'll be at Howard Tech, followed by a matchup with a crosstown rival, the Owls of Ottawa. 90-19 your final in this one. Next up for the Bradley Central Bears, they're going to take on Clarksville Christian, travel to Howard Tech, and then battle Cleveland, the Raiders at home over in Cleveland, Tennessee. A really good matchup. We hope you'll stay tuned and join us wherever you've watched this game for the boys' game coming up next between the Bears of Bradley and East Hamilton. Again, your final score in this one, 90-19. All East Hamilton, all Bradley Central. We'll be back with more prep basketball in just a moment.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in.